This kind of things.
Okay, live. Gonna send the questions. Did you check the subject yesterday for this immersion, Luis?
No, I
No? Okay,
usually I don't like
okay,
to
because I
s-
changed
to.
it.
Hello, hello, I'm here. I'm back.
Hello, we can
Now I
hear
think
you.
it's better, no, because I'm close my faciador right now. I was in my office, no.
I see,
I
I see.
think they're more comfortable, but it's gonna be better. As I said, my name is Cleide Pereira, but I use my second name here, My first
So,
name is a little bit weird, I prefer to use my second
oh, okay, okay.
name.
Oh,
Cleide
sorry,
Omar.
sir, how can I say it? Lisiomar.
Cleide Omar.
Clidiomar. Okay, it's a good name.
It's a little bit weird.
Okay. No, it's not weird.
It's normal. I don't know.
No, it's just different. Okay.
But you said about the topic. Yesterday I saw the topic. It's about electric car, but now it's different. But no
Yeah, I
problem.
changed it. I changed it. Is this a problem for you?
No, no problem. It's good. No, but actually, I did study. Just I saw the topic just because I like to participate, of course, about my schedule. The
Mm-hmm.
first thing that I see is schedule, but the
Mm-hmm.
second thing that I see is topic. Of course, I want to participate the topic that I like. But the most part of topic here is good. No, I have no problem with that.
Okay. Because I realized that I know nothing about cars, and it was the platform
Yeah.
who wrote the question, and I was like, I have nothing to say about cars. I just I only know like BYD one, because it's
I
funny.
love this topic, man. The girl,
Okay, so I'm
actually.
gonna do it just for you,
But no
right?
problem. I love this topic technology. But no problem for me. The topic I think it's good. Gonna be good as well. No problem.
Okay, guys. Okay,
Because
guys.
sometimes I like to see the topic because I don't like to talk about food, cooking. I don't like it. Sometimes I skip. But of course, I have time now, and I think that topic is gonna be good.
Okay,
I
guys.
think that we will not talk about cooking. I hope so.
Yeah. Okay, okay. We can talk about cars. It's true because it's not like a rule, but it's okay. So guys, we are already live on YouTube. As always, I'm gonna do like a quick introduction about the platform, ask you to talk about yourself real quick. So good morning again. I'm Louise. I'm here with Luis and Pereira. Pereira, I think this is your first time here with me, so nice to meet you.
With you in my
And
first time.
nice. So this is a new schedule here for me, by the way. I used to be here on Saturdays, but now I'm trying to be here on Fridays in the morning, which I love. I love to do things early in the morning. But here in the Talk and Talk, I think that everyone knows this is like a platform for us to practice our conversation skills in different languages, like we are doing right now in English. Just a disclaimer, I'm not like a teacher, I'm just another talker here who guides the conversation. So I write questions, I try to keep the follow of the following the conversation, but we won't correct each other, of course. So let's do the introductions. Pereira, can you start introducing yourself for us?
For sure. So good morning again. So my name is Cleiton Pereira, and I'm here since in the end of the last year, which means 2 months or 3 months, something like that. And I'm 38. I live with my family, current side of Minas Gerais, with my 2 kids. I'm born a girl in my life, and I work with construction and maintenance industrial place, industrial area. You know, And in my free time, when I have, I like to hang out with my friends, hang out with my family, play with my kids, and to do other things. I can't remember right now. That's a little bit about me. Thanks for having me here. And let's talk.
Thank you for being here. And which city do you live in Minas Gerais?
My city called Coronel Fabriciano. It's
Mm,
near to Ipatinga. It's the Vale do Aço region.
mm-hmm.
I live close to Usiminas. It's a big factory, steel factory.
Mm-hmm.
And my city has 100,000 inhabitants. No,
So little.
so little, but it's the great cause are living near from great cities like Ipatinga, you know,
I see. I see.
200,000, Timóteo, 100,000. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's a big region. My city is little, but I live in the big region.
Mm-hmm.
Vale do Aço, região metropolitana.
Nice, nice. I used to work with agriculture in an agriculture company. So I had friends in Ipatinga, like coworkers, you know,
Ah,
who
Ipatinga,
I've only seen online. So I love Minas Gerais. This is a great place to
that
live.
is good.
One of my biggest dreams
I
to live in
I
Portugal.
I usually work in Ipatinga because it's so near, so close. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's 50 kilometers, something like that. 10 kilometers, no, something. It's near, so
Nice.
close.
Yeah. Luis, go ahead.
Good morning, guys. My name is Luis. 45 years old. I'm a data professional. I live in Campo Grande City. In my spare time, I love to do a lot of cool things. It's this about me.
What cool things?
I like listen music, watch crazy movies, and this kind of things. No.
Nice, nice, nice. Thanks, Luis. Guys, I'm Louise. Every time that I'm in immersion with Luis and people call him, I think they're calling me because it's so similar, the pronunciation. But I live in São Paulo. I live in São Paulo downtown, the city. Uh, I'm also a data professional. I work with data and analytics. And I love playing sports. This is something that I'm very into, like right now in my adult life, like swimming. Uh, I'm trying to, like, I don't know, pause my bicycle activities because yesterday I was hit by a bus. Not a bus, but caminhão de lixo, you know? A caminhão de lixo hit me. Like I was not even in a movement. I was like standing and I was hit by a bus. Like I'm okay, but my bicycle here, like I had to change the manopla, the guidão. It was a total nightmare. And I'm talking with Renata Falzoni, which is a very great deputada here in São Paulo. She's an activist with bicycle mobility, and I'm talking to her because it was like terrible. So yes, this my story was like yesterday. I was coming back from my swimming classes and I was hit by a caminhão de lixo. This is my story, guys, but I'm okay. I'm okay. Like I'm here to tell this story, so I'm alive.
Cool story.
Yes, yes, very cool.
Thanks
Very,
God, thanks God, you are okay. You know, be careful.
yes, yes. It could be worse. Like I know that people suffer from this, like every single day, the cyclists. But
Yes.
this is a reality here in São Paulo, guys. We have like very poor mobility for cars, motorcycles, bicycles, even people walking on the streets. It's terrible, especially here in the downtown. It's terrible. But okay, let's go to the questions. Here, today the subject is time management. I have like lack of a good time management in my life, so I chose this subject because I thought the cars subject was too complicated. So first question is, when you think about your daily routine, do you feel more busy or more balanced, and why? I don't know. I'm not trying to say that being busy it's bad and being balanced it's good, but I think this is a good question for starters. So, Pereira, what do you think?
So it's depend about my work. You know, I work with construction. I am land surveyor, Portuguese topographer. You know, I work with measurements. Basically, I work with construction. You know, I'm the first person that appear in the construction to mark points or started the build. You know, my responsibility is to everything going to be okay. You know, when it comes to measurements. You know, location, level, something like that. And my work it's really necessary in the buildings, bridge, roads, you know, and some industrial place like Usiminas, no, there are a lot of work there, you know. Uh, for me, I work at the normal time, you know. for 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. In Portuguese, we can say semana inglesa, I don't know why this name, but the week English, I don't know, semana inglesa, It's Monday until Friday, But lately, I wasn't employed, I just worked for a month this year, in another place here. And to me, it was good because I spent a lot of time here in South South, you know, and in the next week, I will change my schedule, I started to work. Thanks God for that. Now I started to work someone English, Maybe I will not have more time, you know, to participate with you here because or participate with another guys that I like to participate as well. It's the morning time to me gonna be difficult to do that. But of course, I will try to participate more at night, But about the question, I feel sometimes busy, I don't, to be honest, I don't have control, a lot of control about my time, And I try to plan, but sometimes, but I am not a person that taking notes of everything. Tomorrow I have to do that. Tomorrow I have to do that. The next week I have to do that. No, I'm a spontaneous person. Of course, I have in my mind what I'm going to do tomorrow, what I have to do the next week. But just my mind. I don't have agenda. I use my Excel just for another thing. Because I know some people that it's super super. How can I say that? Correct. Or taking notes everything, I have to do that tomorrow. I think, but I try to fix my mind and I try to do things for priorities, what are priorities to me, I try to do. That's my routine, Sometimes it's busy, sometimes I feel tired and that's nice. But to me, the next week the things will change to me, I have to fit my routine, in the new schedule, That's
I
it.
see. I see. And thanks God, I think it's good, right? Congrats on your new
Yeah.
job. To be a topographist, do you need to be a geologist or
Not
like being?
actually. Don't need to be graduated, super graduated, Of
Mm,
course, if you're going to be an engineer, it's good, but I am not engineer. I'm technical, no?
mm-hmm,
Don't need. I'm graduating in technical area, I am
mm,
técnico em agrimensura. Agrimensura, it's the same topography, It's the synonymous, And I started to graduate, I started to study engineering, civil engineering, but I gave up because it's the almost same salary, Of course, engineer, civil engineer, um, going to earn more, but I spend more time to get the high level or there. For example, when you start to work like engineering, you have to start with how can I say junior or I forget the word in English, estágio, something like that. It's hard to do that. I
mm-hmm,
work with topografia since I was 19 years old. It means almost 20 years ago. I started with its labor, auxiliar, and I get a new promotion. I get a new promotion. Now, of course, in the last 50 years, I work like topographer or land surveyor. It's very causing in English in the United States. Land é terra.
mm-hmm.
Surveyor, pesquisador. Land surveyor, pesquisador de terra.
Yeah.
But I work with another terra with measurements machine. It's not just land. But I think the English name, from British, from England, it's topographer. I
Mm,
think better topographer.
mm.
That's it.
Nice, nice.
But I usually say here that I work with construction.
Because it's
Because
easier.
I know it's easier, because if I explain, no problem for me to explain, but today is good now because the room is just three person.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
so talkative and I started to talk and I never stopped to talk. Sorry.
No, but that's great. That's why we're here. And you, Luis?
Well, from time is very strange, like seasonal. Uh, nowadays I'm very busy because, well, my daily routine, well, you work with data as well. We 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 don't have this option to have a balance situation. At least in my case, well, working in a small company, you have a lot of problems 24 hours. So at least this moment I am um, a little bit busy, but well, what you can do is this.
Yeah, yes. I enjoy like working with data, especially because I transitioned in career, so it was a choice. But the one thing that I like about the company that I work is that we have like restrict hours per day that we can work. Like we have 8 hours, and we can only make another 2 hours. So 10 is the limit by law. You need to bater ponto. So it's like terminate, prohibit that you do like 1 minute after the 10 hours that you do in a day, and you need to have like a 1 hour pause, like for lunch. So even when I want to work more, I just can't. I need to log off, because turn off my computer because it's impossible. It's illegal.
But let me ask something to you. When you have a
Mhm.
lot of tasks to do you spend the night think about the next tasks? It's
Yes,
horrible
yes,
because
it's
you have a
horrible.
lot of possibilities, a lot of. This is what happened to me sometimes, because you're always think ahead.
Yeah.
You're you're think about always the future. So
Yeah, yeah. I dream about it sometimes. I dream of Excel, like writing formulas on Excel. It's terrible because I don't know. I don't think this is a normal thing for my subconscious to make me dream. But sometimes in the morning, I wake up like thinking about my tasks, like what I need to prioritize before I even enter my computer, before I even log off my computer, because I want to like being ahead of the time. Like, I don't want to, I don't know, I don't want to spend time planning. So I plan before work. This is terrible. Because on Mondays I go to the office, so on Sundays night I'm like writing on my planner what I need to do yesterday, like the day after this. So it's terrible for me. Yes, yes, this is terrible.
yes,
This is something that I try to explain, try to talk about on therapy, because I need to like detach from my work. Something that I am trying to do is when I'm working from home, like I just stopped working, I go for a shower to take a shower, because this is something that it's, I don't know, calms me down, and I can separate the thing that I'm doing before and after the shower. So this is trigger for me, like taking a shower. And I was talking with my coworkers, and everybody does this. This is something that is common. Like you close your computer and take a shower. So this is turning point for me, like game changing, because I always like I used to log off and sit on the couch, like thinking about the things that I do.
yes,
So yes, it's a sometimes it can be a toxic relationship, because it's everything that I have. This is the thing that pay my bills. I don't have other opportunity, and but I don't know. I enjoy doing. I think that being a great place to work, it's nice. Like being friends at work makes things lighter. So I love my team. So this is not a toxic relationship. I think that I already answered the question. It's not balanced for me, but I try to. Like nowadays, I'm more busy because when I'm not working, I'm studying or thinking about work, and I don't know. I try to play video games, watch movies, watch TV shows on Apple TV because it's my favorite. Like I'm trying to uh, start like new TV shows, new movies. Um, but yes, yes, of course I'm busy as everyone else. Okay, guys, so let's go to the next one. If you guys want to choose another question, just tell me. We don't have to follow the questions. So, okay, this is a not a negative, but this is a question about who drains your energy, so we can go to the next one and answer like in a positive way. So, what activities drain your energy the most, even if they are necessary? We cannot talk about work, okay? This is something that everyone does. So, Pereira, what's yours?
Okay, question number two, okay? Or
Yeah,
another question.
yes.
What
Press
activities
second.
drain your energy the most? Okay. To me, all the time when I'm going to work with computer, because the work or my job, it's the most part of my work. It's on the science, it's the area. My work, it's a practical work, I have to follow, the things in the construction site, I have to do that. I have to be present there, and to follow the activities there. And but I would say that maybe 20% of my job, my work, it's theory work. I have to work with softwares, like AutoCAD. I don't know that you have you heard about it, no?
No, I know.
And topograph, another AutoCAD Civil 3D, I have to work some reports, the Excel. I use mix it up, between AutoCAD, Excel, Windows, Pacote Office, in general. And sometimes it's drain my energy, because I like to work in the site. I am the site man. I work there. I like to talk with people in their constructor site. I like to see with my eyes the things, the sound, the sides, and the place, the presence of place. But sometimes, or I would say 3 or 4 times per week, for example, I have to do some reports in my computer, my laptop. I would say that it's drain my energy, because sometimes I have to do that in my own home, for example. Of course, I spend 1 hour or 30 minutes for to that, but sometimes I can make extra time, to I would say that I would say that the work with not a book, when I work office, because I like to stay off to study, to read, to study English, to study another language, to play my guitar, that's something like that. But when it comes to work in the laptop, I would say that I like, I don't hate so much, but it's drain my energy. That's activities that I remember right now that drain my energy, I would say gym, like, because I hate gym, I don't like to gym, unfortunately, because I really need to go to the gym. Yesterday, I started to walk a little, behind my house, near my house, has a place that everyone like to walk, to run.
Mhm.
So I started to walk, but after maybe I will try to run because I have some problems, with cholesterol, something like that, because they really really bad. I usually eat bad, and I really need to go to the gym and to be careful about my health, about actually about diet, I really need to eat well, and the practice physical exercise. It's drain my energy out a lot, I don't like so much, but it's necessary.
Yeah, this is something that we need
That's
to
it. That's my
put.
answer.
This is something that we need to put effort doing because it's not exactly comfortable. But I love the endorphin rush after training, like after lifting weights. This is something that I try to think, try to visualize when I'm doing some exercises. You said about AutoCAD. I don't know. Do you think that we have like some AI generation for this kind of projects, like for drawing projects on AutoCAD? This is something because this is not my area, I'm
Don't try
curious.
yet. I don't try yet, no, because AutoCAD is basically we draw
Yes.
things, like you draw a
Yeah.
place, you draw a house, you draw a area, you work with geometry forms, And of course, there are a lot of AI resources inside AutoCAD that works that help me a lot, But sometimes I have to put something, it's manual things, But I use, for example, if I started to draw a house right now, I just put there some information, and I build this house in quick time, For example, if I compare the AutoCAD today in 10 years before, 10 years ago, or 15 years ago, 20 years ago when I started, for example, today it's better, I think it's the technology it's increased a lot, it's improved a lot, and
Yeah.
we are on the right path,
Mm-hmm.
I use some resource in AutoCAD today that I could not to do 50 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
I think
yes.
AI it's everywhere. AI it's everywhere. I guess.
It's everywhere, but it's not exactly good, right? I
Yeah,
think
sometimes
needs shaping.
that's
But
it.
nice, nice. AutoCAD is it's a very important tool, right, for engineers and architects. So
Yeah,
that's
okay.
nice.
So good. That's nice.
And you, Luis, what do you think about question number two?
Question number two, what activities drain your energy the most, even they are necessary? Meetings.
Mm-hmm.
Meetings drain my energy all the time, all the
Yes.
time.
Yeah.
Just
I,
this.
I hate the etiquette, on meetings. Like, hello guys, good morning. Are we waiting for someone? Or when you're sharing your screen, are you guys seeing my screen? I hate this.
Yes.
Hate this. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I hate most like being the host of a meeting or being like just watching people talking. I just hate. I hate Teams for this.
Yeah, there's the ring of the teams for me is
It's a
my
trigger. It's a
days
trigger.
my days stop to shine, But
When
I think it's
meeting when
this.
meeting is necessary, when meeting is necessary is okay. But the most part of meeting it's unnecessary.
Yeah.
I don't know if that pronounced that correct. Word unnecessary. No, it's
Yeah.
don't need. I
It could
So
be
hate.
an email.
yeah, sometimes it just double checks about your work, So everyone has access about your work, Is all.
Yeah.
But this drain my energy because you need to talk in English. You need to be well. So it's
Yeah, for me it's hard, and I talk in Portuguese, and it's harder because I'm new in this field. So and I'm the person with data, with the analysis. So I'm always have to like explain my thoughts, explain the work, and like they already know and they don't even pay attention because they are always like asking me questions after, like, yeah, I already explained it, but I love the meetings, like the daily meetings with the team or with someone, that's okay. One-on-ones for me, that's okay. But when with a big room, I just hate this. Yes, I'm with you.
My last job, we usually had meetings every single day, in the morning. The good part was the part of the meeting was in English because there was guys from Germany, India, the
Hmm.
most part of the meeting was in English. I like this part because there's a great opportunity to me practicing my English at the time. But the most part of the thing is unnecessary, just bullshit things.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
waste time sometimes. Waste time,
yeah.
the most part.
And I know that everybody there hates like being there. I don't know. For me, my answer is like similar. It's related to work. It's networking. I hate because I'm not a people pleaser. I'm very introvert. I'm very low profile. When I have to like work with networking, I just don't do it. I don't do it anymore. like being in corporate, you know that you need to dance the music, to follow the music. I know that you need to be polite, and it's all about the smiles, the I don't know, it's all about the relationships. But I try to be like, I don't know, in my circle. I'm not saying that I'm not polite, that I'm not open, right, for relationships, for conversation, but I just hate the network. I hate LinkedIn. This is something that I'm not going to force myself to love because I know that it's not on my nature. And other thing that drains my energy, it's groceries. I hate doing groceries. This is the worst part of my week. I know that's silly, but I hate going to supermarkets. I don't have a car, so I need to call a Uber. Then I don't know. It's terrible for me doing groceries. This is something that I try to avoid. But of course, I need to grow up and like be responsible. So let's.
Very thirsty. I was like you, but nowadays I love go to supermarket. For me it's like a therapy.
Yeah,
As
nice.
I like to watch uh the people
Mm.
know words. I like to see the people work supermarket. It's a very tasty because now, for instance, nowadays you have the young people who start work in supermarket. For instance, they are all full of tattoos. And they are more easygoing. It's very
Mm-hmm.
interesting. To watch, and I think very interesting because nowadays every supermarket plays rock and roll. That was rebel in the past, but nowadays it's music for supermarket. And I like it. It's very interesting if you think like I image like a photograph. So I think it's very the
Yeah,
colors, the white lamp kind of thing, the color balance of the
nice,
light, sad,
nice.
cold.
Yes, yes. I hate the sad lightning, but I think that Campo Grande has different supermarkets because here I have like just Pão de Açúcar near my house, and this is I I don't know. I love the things that you buy on the Pão de Açúcar, but I love the people. I hate the people there because I live near Higienópolis, which is like I don't know. It's not my people. I don't live in Giannopolis. I live near Giannopolis, so there's always like rich people there, like
I
with Lula
understand.
Pomeranians.
Have you
Santa
heard about
Cecilia.
Giannopolis? No,
Yes, I have.
Giannopolis, it's a high level society. No,
Yes, it's beautiful, beautiful buildings, like famous architectures, like Oscar Niemeyer and whatever. But the people there hate it.
do
But
you like more povão? No,
yes, I prefer. I grew up on Zona Leste, which is like a community like near. I don't know. It's how can I say it? It's periférico. It's a periférico neighborhood. So I'm very simple, and I live near Higienópolis, which is not Higienópolis. It's Santa Cecilia. It's calmer. People are warmer. There's very good taste in restaurants, cafes, but the supermarket is terrible.
I have heard a lot about Capão Redondo. No, because the Racionais
I know it.
MCs. When I was
Yeah,
young, I usually listen to Racionais MCs.
I
Today,
lived
I don't like so much. It's the time I liked.
I see.
I lived in your neighborhood for a time of my life, and it was a great neighborhood. I loved yeah, where you live now, and was a lot of artists as well.
Yeah,
Was a pretty
yeah.
cool neighborhood.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Of course, there's its problems like with I don't know. I think it's more dangerous. I think that there are more people on the street, which is sad because people ignore that. But love the restaurants, the cafes. There's the cafe is always like with music. There's always some kind of art. Like it can be plastic, it can be visual or music and very good restaurants, like affordable or not too, if you can spend more. So that's nice. It's beautiful to live here. And in my building, there's like old people and gays, you know. There's only old people and gays, and it's my community, so I love it. It's a great place to live, but just this point about Pão de Açúcar that I have like a ressalva, you know, but it's not everything. Okay, guys, so let's go to the next one. Okay. Okay, this is the a more positive approach. So it's question number 3. Yes. What kind of activities help you recharge emotionally and mentally? This is a good one. Pereira, what do you think?
Okay, for sure. This is an interesting question. I talk about this thing, about our research, our energy. It's so good. Sometimes it's important for us to detox. To something through the work that I face in work that I face in those days. But I would say that's play with my kids. Play with my kids. It's always. I have a 5 years old boy and a 12 years old girl. I have a couple of kids. All the time when I talk with her or with her with me, and it's recharge my energy. And when I go to the home, for example, after a long time of the job, with the work, and I see them, my face change, To me, it is. But I would say every time when I listen, I would like to listen podcasts in English, It's I feel comfortable, to do that every single day. And I realized that all the time when I started to listen podcasts in English, that I liked, it's me. I feel better. I feel better. And of course, when I read a book that I like, that are super interesting about the things that's happened there, I like to read a good book, And sometimes I have the luck to find a good book to read, And it's recharged my mind. I would say that, play with my kids, hang out with my family, of course, in general, and play guitar is a good therapy. Luis is a musician. I think the same to me. All the time when I pick up my guitar, for example, I forget the things around me. Music is amazing. I love music. I love listen songs. I usually listen songs every single day. And to me, it's good. That's it. That's my activities that I like to do to detox.
Nice. And how many kids do you have?
Two, a couple of kids.
Wow, and their kids, they're like
Kids.
little.
5 years old boy and a 12 years old girl. 12 years old girl, 12 years
Wow.
and 5 years.
Very different, very
Boy,
different. Very
very
different
different,
energy.
It's different energy, because my girl, for example, it's almost teenage, 12 years
Mm-hmm.
old, And my boy, it's so little, 5 years old.
Yeah.
I like to fight with him, and of course to play, to play with him with our dinosaurs, cars, He like a lot,
Yeah.
likes a lot.
It's nice to have like people in the house, especially when they're little. They lights up the environment, or not, or sometimes it's too loud. But I think it's nice. And 12 years old, it's like I don't know, almost an adult. You can like talk to them, have good conversations.
Yeah, yes.
Yes. I have a little brother. He lives with my mom. He's like 10, almost 10,
Most time.
and it's so nice. Like I have a friend, because he's so smart. And I was thinking when I was 10, I was like so dumb. People nowadays like can have whole conversation and opinion about things, and whole personality is like different from what we're expecting. So I love being around kids.
He
Sometimes
thinks
I
about
think
the
that
future, what he gonna do, what be adult, for example.
yes, he wants to
Yeah.
be taxista, not Uber, not 99.
Uber,
He wants to
not
be a
Uber,
taxista. I
taxista.
don't know why it's his dream. It's not like a soccer player, it's taxista. I don't know why.
Uh, he's 12, you know, 10.
He's 10, yes.
No, we change, you know, that's the phase,
Yes,
you
he's
know,
going to
we
change.
change.
Yes.
Astronaut, soccer player, you know, driver, it's part of the dreams.
Yes, yes. When I was 10, I wanted to be a geologist. That's why
Geologist.
I asked you, because I wanted to like lick rocks, to taste
Great,
rocks.
great, great.
Wanted to understand more about dinosaurs. It was my dream to study geography at USP. It was like my biggest dream to be a geologist, like just to lick.
I never thought to be a topographer, no, because I didn't know at the time what is that. I wanted to be an astronaut, a soccer player, you know, something like that. That's
Yeah.
big dream, you know, like famous people, singers, something like that. Mm.
Nice, nice. And you, Luis, what do you think?
Well, just start with I was a member when I was a child. I think that I grew up in a very artistic environment. All my friends were musicians, kind of thing, since we were teenagers. And I start, and my parents became, my parents started to be very worried about my future,
Mhm.
and they made me pass na concurso, and I started to be put to play, So, but well, back to the question. Well, what help recharge is walk through the my neighborhood. I like to walk in the city center, downtown, and it's this just doing nothing, just not looking for a screen. A lot of activities don't need a screen for me. It's recharging.
Yes, yes. Working in front of a big screen, maybe sometimes two or three screens,
Yeah.
it's it's something that drains you. I see, like I understand your point. I don't know. Especially physically, sometimes I feel my body like, I don't know, more stitch, and my vision like glowing sometimes. But guys, that's nice. Nice activities for me. It's I always say swimming. I think that to swim relax me, but it's a process. Like I need to go to a place to swim. I need to like take a shower. I need to change. So it's it takes effort, even though it's a hobby that I love. When I'm in my house, I think that reading helps me too. Or just like like just something on TV and listen to like doing the dishes with something to listen to. Like it can be a podcast or a video
You're
on YouTube.
frozen.
Oh, sorry, guys. Let me see. Is it okay?
I don't know about Luis, but I see you frozen.
Yeah, she's frozen, but
Uh, it's
back.
back.
Okay, for me, so, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's it. I live near Minhocão. I love to walk there in the weekends. So beautiful. Especially when it's sunny, you can see the buildings and the murais on the buildings. Very beautiful too. There's a place here, Estádio do Pacaembu. They recently opened the pool for public, so it's a very nice pool. It's like Olympic one. So I like to go there. I like to like ride my bicycle to the place, then swim there. It's nice. Sometimes every time that I swim, I need to train for something. I have like a goal because I have like prova or a test. So I like when I just swim around without thinking about the technical stuff, being more free. So this is something that I like to do. Let me see if we have time for one more question. Okay. I think this is a good one. There's a question like about electrical vehicles here that I just forgot. If you could redesign one part of your routine, what would you change? Okay, I like this one. What do you think, Pereira? I think it's question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. Do you think being busy off the fuse? That's it? With being productivity? If
No,
you redesign
if you could redesign one part of your routine,
I'm sorry, but
yes.
if you could redesign a part of your routine, what do you change if you could redesign a part of it? I understand. So let me see. I don't know exactly, but of course, habits is important, no? Habits is important for us because, as I said before, I hate to go to the gym. I hate to practice physical exercise, but if I became that in a routine, maybe it's gonna be normal to me, You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, habits is interesting. For me, study English 10 years ago, to me, it's a bullshit. It's how can I say that? A boring thing, But I became it in routine or habits. I started to like it to study English. I started to like it, learn language, though. And to me, everything is routine. Maybe if I started to go to the gym, I started to practice physical exercise every day, for example. I became it in routine to me. Maybe I will change my mind. Maybe in the next month, for example, I want to say to you, hey, Luis, I like to go to the gym right now because I became it in the routine. I hope so. But I think it makes sense. I think routine it's necessary for us. But about the questions in general, that is, I want to put in my life more activities, the more physical activities, more physical activities, because I really need to do that. It's health, it's good for us in general, about mind, about body, And to me, I really need to put that in my life.
Yeah, sometimes going to the gym it's not the only option. There's so many options like nowadays. I think the gym is the easiest because it's right there and you'll go and like 1 hour per day. But there's so many options, like so many sports. Sometimes we tend to think that the gym is like the best one. I don't know. I think that there's other options like running that you're trying, walking. Walking, I think it's the best one because you can think it's nice to do it. You can do it with someone, with your dog or whatever. Nice, nice. But it's a important goal to have. And you, Luis, what do you think?
Well, if I could redesign my routine, it probably should be on my messy work schedule, because sometimes I am very hardcore with tasks and the deadlines, so I try to push up myself to short the deadline, and have free time in the end. But this drain a lot of energy from my side, so I need to make a clear, uma clear routine to start and finish the tasks, and this kind of things, not try to push harder and this kind of things. I think it's it. I need to redesign this is my personal approach towards to the my work routine.
Yeah, I think it's harder when the work like needs uh, I don't know, fast entregas. I don't know, because we can like understand how to prioritize, how to organize when everything is a priority. This is something that I complain at my work. I can't like force myself to organize something that it's not organized itself. So I think about this too, like you, but I don't know, it's bigger than me sometimes. One thing that I need to cut my screen time. I think I spend a lot, not that a lot. I think it's a normal amount of hours per day, like on my cell phone, like watching nothing sometimes. Like sometimes I'm a big fan of using Twitter. Uh, I think I think it's I don't know, I do because of the humor or because of jokes, because of the sometimes news, but sometimes it's toxic for you, especially nowadays about with the Epstein files. Sometimes I spend a lot of time on Twitter like reading about this, and it's so creepy, it's terrible, it's so, I don't know, so bad energy.
Yes, yes, but I love Twitter as well. But I think Twitter is the best place because show the dark side of the people.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
when you saw a lot of people who don't care about the minimal rights for people, you know,
Hmm.
you you can see. For me, I love that quote. O Twitter é meu lixo, mas é meu. O Twitter é um lixo, mas é meu lar.
Yeah, I think it's raw and we don't have like
Yes,
masks because people can be anonymous, and sometimes you need to like just filter what you're reading because it can be very bad
yes,
vibes, you know. The Epstein files case, it's like on my algorithm nowadays, and I'm always like receiving some news about it, and I hate it. But yes, I think that this is something that I want to change, just my screen time, because I think it's for the better. And but I don't know. It's not. I'm not trying to like being perfect. I'm just trying to like think ahead, like being more aware. You know, that's what I'm trying to talk. Like being more aware of what I'm doing, because sometimes I don't even realize what I'm doing. Like doom scrolling, and when I see it like midnight. Yes, that's it, guys. Our time is over. I think we have like a good conversation for start the day, for start of Friday. What do you guys think? I'm gonna just interrupt